Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Time to bead. Yeah, working on picnic blanket bracelet. Bleh. The one covered in ants. Look how cute. Look how cute. Little dots. 3 dots for an ant. So I am working on this pattern, which we designed on stream last week. You guys helped with this, so I will be making this ant next. So that's what I'm doing. Because I've already got a few bracelets done, woven. This one's very loose. I still can't get the tension right on the warps, and these two right here keep popping up. So like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but like look at all this nightmare mess that I had to do to keep that first bracelet tight so I could actually weave it, and then it's like gotten way looser since. This one was fine. These ones have been fine. This one is giving me trouble down here, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong tension wise, but like I'm just used to like the standard size. But like theoretically you should be able to warp the whole thing and it should be fine. It's just not. And I don't know why. It hates me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm looming this today. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna be able to fit in here. I'll have to count however many rows are left and then decide from there. I also like have this problem where my hands aren't long enough to reach to like push the beads up from underneath on this loom. So holding it is difficult. Hello, Queen Hope Slice! How are you doing? I hope you're feeling better today. Jari. My eggplants and peaches! Yes! And as I showed you last night, they are radioactive. Eggplants under black light. Makes me happy. There we go. Aren't they cute though? They're so good. They're so good. I just went ahead and did it because like I wanted to. I really wanted to. And so I did chart these both myself. These are both my designs. I promise. All of these are my designs. This was from a while back, like when I first like did peach day at the farmer's market. I did 3 sizes of peaches. I have 4 sizes of peaches technically because I have one that would fit on a bracelet this size. And this is the first time I've done eggplant. So I did that myself. I love it. It was so fun. It was so fun and so dumb. So dumb, so silly. It's great. So now I'm doing a gingham fabric for a checkerboard picnic blanket, and the ants are crawling all over it. We don't know what they've been up to or where they're going, but they're crawling all over it. Feeling meh. Have briefed supervisors at work that I feel bad, so if I leave early tonight, they're not caught off guard. Gonna try to tough it out. Oh, man. Yeah, if you're not feeling up to it, like especially tomorrow, please go, doctor. I love it. I'm gonna wear it proudly. I know you will. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna make another one for Peach Day, when Peach Day rolls around at the farmer's market. I also got like my pixel art off by 1 bead, so there's a chunk taken out of this bottom eggplant. He's mutilated. And I didn't realize it till I was like all the way done with this peach. I'm like, and starting on the next eggplant. I was like, oh no, I skipped a bead. There should be 3 purples. I also think I'm going to change up the purples next time I do one. Or next time I do an eggplant, because there wasn't quite as much contrast as I would have liked on this. I don't know. That's fine. Who will notice? Nobody. Nobody will notice. Just me. And I obviously didn't care enough to go back and fix it, you know, so it's not like it's a huge deal. Why would I undo 20 rows of work just to fix one bead? That is not happening. I know people who will do it, and people who do it, like, it's like, especially like cross stitchers and stuff, but like, not me. I don't care. I do not care in the least. How do I hold this? How do I hold this properly and get the beads? It's really hard to... This loom is so wide. It's so strange. So you guys will notice I'm a little early today. I meant to be even earlier because I will have to end stream at 5 so that I can go pick up some cups and tea to take to the Farmers Market Association meeting, which is later this evening. So I can just go see what they're upset about this month. I don't know. There's not like a heck of a lot I can do to help out, because like I'm one person. I don't have anybody ever setting up with me, so it's like I'd totally help out more, but I would have to arrive 3 hours early in order to do that. I am not about waking up that early. So yeah, the association meeting is tonight. I'll go see what's happening. And then tomorrow is just Wednesday, which I might still make it day off. I might do something. I might do some work as well. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I generally try to keep Sundays and Wednesdays off, but like it's a busy week this week because like the art walk is on Thursday night. Which means I'd lose some working hours by having to go do an extra event, which is fine because the whole point of that is to make sales. And it's the first one of the season, so like I definitely gotta be there. I definitely gotta message the business owner who wants me in front of his establishment. I didn't get arcade stuff done in time, so like there will be no arcade bracelets because I am not not prepped for that. Hey sis, hey Jay, hello. How are you doing? What are you up to? Are you working today? Are you off? Hello sister. Hello, hello, hello. I sound like Airy. All my hellos. It's gross. Think of that sometimes when I say hi to people. Wait. I'm making ants on a picnic blanket. Yep. That's my life today. 2 and come on, 3. Get a full ant in this row. Yeah. So it's art walk season. The first one is Thursday. It'll be a good showing because it's always the first one of the year. Blue Feather, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. How are you today? You're now cursed with the job the main character had in the last movie TV show you watched. What's your new profession? The last TV show I watched? Like, the main character? Who was the main character in that? It was an ensemble cast. Like, there wasn't really a main character. The last TV show I was watching was Bridgerton. I was watching season 2. Does that mean I'm a debutante? You have turned me into a debutante against my will. How cruel. The last show I was watching before that was The Handmaid's Tale. So, like, I'd be an activist against a misogynistic country. Like, neither one of those sounds like a good idea. No. Out of the two, I think I'd prefer neither, really. Okay. I'm currently watching Mr. Robot, so I'm a hacker. I can code, but not that good. I don't think I've even ever heard of this show. Dusky! Hello! Welcome in. Look, your ants are coming to life. This is your fault, as always. Everything is your fault on this stream. That's why you're mod. You run the show. I just bead what you tell me to bead. Clean Home Slice. Well, last thing I watched was Star Trek DS9. So I am part of Starfleet. Who even is the main character, lol? There are so many storylines and I love them all. I haven't even watched it. I feel so bad. I need more Star Trek in my life. I just keep forgetting to go looking for it. I also recently finished watching Schitt's Creek, and I adore that show. It is fantastic, and I love it. And it was hard to get into for the first couple episodes. Because it's loud. Like just all the characters are loud and obnoxious, but like, they're so adorable. It's great. Blue Feather, what was the last thing you watched? What is your job description? Stupid loose warps. I don't understand. Maybe I should have done what I did last time, where I tightened it after every section that I warped. Yes, I am always in search of like feel-good TV, guys. If you guys have any feel-good TV. Because that's what Schitt's Creek was for me. It was feel-good comedy, which it's rare that it's actually like adorable and cozy. A lot of times comedy these days is just super loud. Super loud. I am Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh no. You run fast. Depends on the episode. Ah, yeah, that's Deep Space Nine? Yeah, I wouldn't know. Or would you have to default to the captain? Because who's the captain in Deep Space Nine? Is that the one with Janeway? No, I don't think that's right. I think that's Voyager, right? My glasses are dirty. Let me clean them. This is working up pretty fast. I didn't expect it to work up so fast. So like this one's going a lot faster than this one, but this one has like more intense pixel art going on. Or is this one's mostly just blocks of color? God, that I'm Quark. Cisco's the human leader, where Kira is the Bajoran leader. I feel out of the loop. Where do I find my Star Treks? I need to find Star Treks. On Hulu, I was watching... I finished watching Fargo, so that would be a boss, like a mob boss leader. And then I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale. I also watched Only Murders in the Building on there. So I actually got to see a few good things. For some reason, Miracle Workers is like on like one of the higher tiers of Hulu, which is really disappointing because I was really looking forward to that. that's okay. Day 6 in a row of working. That's your own fault. I picked up a shift because I was... Why did you do that? You know better. You know better. Don't pick up shifts. Absolutely. Do not pick up shifts. Do not be bored. Go do something else outside the house if you're bored. Yeah, you did it to yourself. Don't set any precedents though. Like, seriously. That's not healthy. I love you too much. Don't do that. Blue feather. So how far do I need to go on my flexi bead thing? All right, blue feather. I think you may have missed the announcements. And I hate to disappoint, but I am not actually making kaleidocycles anymore. And I know it is super, super disappointing. But I burned myself out so bad that I was getting incredibly upset anytime I had to get beads out for any triangles. And this happened back in December. I have talked about it on stream several times. I have also announced it in my Discord, in the old Subperk Tracker channel as well. And I'm not doing it anymore. I just can't. Like, I bit off way more than I could chew when I first started streaming and when I was first affiliate. And it was fun for a while, but then after a couple years and realizing that I was behind by several hundred triangles, I just was in over my head and I was drowning and I could not handle the stress. So I am not making any more triangles. All the ones that I had completed up until that point, like anybody who was like super, super close, I messaged them and I asked them if they'd like a piece instead. Like a finished piece instead. Some said yes, some said no. I ended up like taking a commission to finish off one and then just couldn't do it, so I refunded the money. Like, it was super stressful, and I was, yeah. So in case you have missed it, I am not actually doing them anymore, and I totally understand if you don't want to sub anymore. That has happened for several people. And that is totally okay. I was stressing myself out far too much. Several people who were consistent at subbing the whole time, you know, did get a cycle. Some of them got 2, but I just can't do it anymore. So it is a lost and forever gone project. I am so sorry. Rip. I was working so hard to try to finish it. I feel betrayed. I'm sorry you missed the notifications. I really do feel bad. Like, really, really do feel bad. But at the same time, like, streaming shouldn't be stressful for the streamer either. And after having gone through this whole experience, and I know a lot of artists do it, they do, like, sub rewards. I'm actually, at this point, like, entirely against anybody doing anything for that. You know, it's not great to stress yourself out with something like that, you know, because gaming streamers aren't required to, like, nobody's required, but, you know, gaming streamers don't do anything, you know. Creative streamers might do individual stuff, they might do community stuff, but, you know, Twitch takes half, so, like, it is definitely far too much work for $2.50 a triangle, you know. No. No, I can get 4 times that for earrings for 2 triangles than the amount I was making for individual triangles for this, even at the level of appreciation and everything. Like, I don't think artists, creative streamers should offer that, like, at all anymore, having gone through that amount of stress, you know. Uh, Sub 30. No, they only gave me 34 hours that week, and I want 40. It's a time management thing, and it's part of my routine to work. Sunday, they fucked with my routine, so I took it back. Well, you still gotta realize, just take the day off. If you get the day off, just take the day off. Like, I don't want them screwing you over. Stress is no good. You should learn to relax. Exactly, which is why I stopped doing them. Yeah, I quit streaming because everyone wanted a free dream catcher for nothing. Okay, true. I remember that. One person downright threatened to kill me if I didn't make... What? Ban them. Like, no. That's not cool. And, like, I just had backed myself into a corner. And I started it, as partially a fun thing to do and partially as a gimmick to, keep and retain subs. And, it worked, but it worked a lot better than I ever expected it to. And then it was just far too much hype. Far too much hype for the amount of triangles I actually wanted to make. I think by the end of it all, including the ones I've made for myself, I ended up making about 13 or 14 total cycles, which is a lot, and I learned a lot making them. But mostly I learned that I don't want to make triangles for a living. Oh, so many affiliates underestimated the sub work for rewards. Oh, yeah. Like, I knew it was going to be a lot of work. What I underestimated was the amount of interest I was going to get. Like, there was a point before I even started it that I almost, like, was considering, 2 triangles per sub, or sub gift or whatever. And thankfully, I wasn't that much of an idiot, and I actually changed it before I actually made affiliate. Oh, they got banned and arrested. What? There are ants on your blanket. There are! Look! Picnic blanket has friends. So many. I like this pink. I know not everybody likes pink. I know Elf likes pink. But, like... I know a lot of people don't like pink, but I think this is gorgeous. Yeah, I definitely don't believe anybody should ever offer anything other than your standard emotes for a tier 1 sub. But I also know that, like, we tend to all be people pleasers, and we super, super, super appreciate all the help and all the patronage we do get. But at the same time, I don't think it's worth stressing yourself out to say thank you to people and offer them anything. What? I like pink? Well, if you don't like pink, then I don't know why you got soccer. Yeah. But yeah. And it's, it's really, really tempting to, want to make cool things as thank yous to everybody, and then you just realize your community is a little bigger than what you expected. And so, you have a few dozen people that you have this list of stuff to make for, and it's like, I'm not about that list. I'm not about that stress. No thanks. Sub theory. My brain is different, dude. I need the routine. My ability to function falls apart without it. Yep. You already know about my mental issues. The routine is a strategy I use to do many things. I know most people don't really understand, and I don't like having to explain it. No, brains and routines are absolutely a thing. I really love routines too, and like getting messed up and out of them really sucks. It's really hard. So I try not to like struggle at unexpected plan changes. Like, I totally get you. I totally understand. But like, we're related, and our brains also work similar because of that. Red. I struggle with lack of routine a lot. So like I ended up making myself a simplified Google Calendar, you know, with just like simplified time blocks. I ignored a lot, but I also, when I do stick to it, it is super helpful. I need to change it because parts of it are not realistic anymore. Because I was guesstimating when I first made it, so I need to go back in and fine tune it to what I actually do on those given days. Gotta get ready, gotta be at work at 3. No! Yeah, it's an hour ahead. Go get started for work. It's okay. I love you and I miss you so much. Bye. Elf, I'm legit watching bags of trash blow down the street. Why? What is happening down the street? Love you, bye. Miss you much. Have a good day at work. Don't overextend yourself. See you later. Yes. This piece is good. That brown does not contrast at all against the red, though, which is sad. I don't want to change it, though. I don't know. It's good enough. Whatever. We have wind gusts of 65. Man. And it's trash day. Like, those containers are not going to stay on the curb. Oh, no. Anything over, like, 25, and you're really, like, struggling to keep things upright anywhere. Like, no. Poor trash. You know, that's one of those things where I would just like wait until the next trash day. It's just not worth it. Black, white, 3 pinks, and 3 whites. Okay, I return. I figured there was some silence or you had a phone call or something. I'm out sick. What? Oh, yeah, because, yeah. You said you weren't feeling so great. No. Is your throat still sore? Sad day. No. Why are all my friends sick? This isn't fair. See, there's a 3rd dot in here, but you can't really see it because that red and the brown are the same value. Curses. That's... Oh well. I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna make the thing. I'm not gonna worry about contrast. Throat is still sore, much better now, and sneeze congestion. It seems like just a head cold or maybe a weird crazy allergy episode. Either way, I'm also on my period, so I said F work and stayed out. Yes, please stay out. Get tested if you feel like it is worse than a cold, or even if you feel like it is just a cold. I know you said you have some at-home tests, so maybe take one. Either way, rest up, take care of yourself. And yeah, F work. No work for you today. I've been all right, thankfully. My back was hurting super bad yesterday. Yeah, because all day yesterday and all night the night before, it was super thunderstormy, super rainy, super lots of barometric pressure in the air, and my arthritic joints, my arthritic spine was complaining so bad. I don't have any symptoms except sore throat and runny nose, so I haven't tested yet. Okay. Fingers crossed it is just a cold, indeed. Yeah. This bracelet is working up super fast because it is just solid blocks of colors with an occasional interruption for an ant. I really like it. I really wish I'd designed it as 5 wide, but that would never have been sellable here. Like, this is already on the edge of is this sellable? And since they're inventory bracelets, I wasn't gonna fret about it too much. And the only reason is because I just want an extra row so that white can be on this side too. That's all. That's the only reason. I should have made it 15 wide for balance. But I'm not gonna worry about it. Somebody will still love it. Because I'm like a third of the way done with it by now. Yeah. Still looks super cute. It is. So many ants. All zigzagging around. There's another one here. I really like the black head and the brown body. I think that actually helps it out a lot. Just the head shows you which direction the ant is heading, facing, going in. Except this one, you can't really see him. Like I said, the brown and the red don't contrast, but I really liked this color combo, so I didn't want to change it. And I don't have any other good browns. I have a metallic shiny brown, which just doesn't seem like a good ant body color, so there's that. And I have run out of this purple here, that's also in the middle of the eggplant. So I need to reorder that. By the time I'm done with these bracelets, I will be out of this light green that's here, and I will need to reorder that as well. Keep running out of colors. Need to order in bulk. Bulk is expensive. I don't know how many more of the salad set I'll be able to fit on here because I don't have enough room. Because I did other stuff as well, you know. This one I have to have ready by Saturday. At least I started it a heck of a lot earlier this time. So that's good. But if she wants another one, then I'm going to have to order more beads super fast. Not that I wouldn't, because I need that purple anyway. I really love this purple. It's an absolutely gorgeous purple that I will keep in stock. So I don't know if I should just preemptively order purple or if I should wait for her to make an order and tell her, hey, it might be a little bit longer of a wait. Because I know that she wants at least 2 more. So I should probably go ahead and order beads when I get my desk cleared off enough to do so. Timing. If I don't do it now, the timing will be off and she'll ask for another one and I'll be like, oh no, I don't have that purple. Do you want a different purple? Because I have the darker one here, and then I have the one that's very light in the middle. It's a very pastel. Periwinkle. Lavender. Which one is it? It's Wisteria. It's called Wisteria. Thanks, Fire Mountain. I don't know what it's called other places, but at Fire Mountain it's called Wisteria. The Duracoat colors tend to be all sorts of different names. Because this red here, the one that's in the tomatoes, is it's called Candy Apple Red somewhere, but like when I just ordered it, because I had to like double check the color number and everything, I just ordered it from Ara Crystal Beads, and it was just called Opaque Red. You know, it may have had like a finish indicator on there. But like true Opaque Red is shinier. This is more dull. I'm trying to remember where my actual Opaque Reds are. I don't know. But this is the one I go to most, because I like the darker hue to it. Just the less shiny. I feel like it's slightly darker. Okay. I'm going to do this row. Maybe get up and stretch a little early. Stream is going to end a little early today because I have a meeting to go to tonight. So I need to probably get my stretches in a little sooner too. I end at 5 p.m. my time, so it's not going to go the full 4 hours today. Unless I reach like an appropriate stopping point earlier or something, you know. Like, go. Come on. Get up so I can tie thread on. There we go. See, this ant, you can hardly see it at all. That's so sad. It was super bright today. There we go. But yeah, it's coming along. Just under halfway done. Which one does this end with? Like, this one is technically actually a row longer than this one. So this is my gauge here. So just under halfway done. It'll be the same length as the tomato one plus a row. They're supposed to be hard to see. They're tiny as ants. Okay, you're fair. I was kind of thinking that too, though. A little. Alright, so I'm going to get up and stretch. Make myself some more tea. And come back and enjoy the ants. And then figure out how many more of these bracelets are going to fit on here. Unfortunately, it's not going to be all of them. It's so sad. I might skip the carrots. And might skip the big ranch bottles, but I really want the big ranch bottles. I don't know. This tomato vine is probably the only time I'm ever going to make this, because it's not super successful. Someone will still like it, I think, but I don't know, like, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I'll be right back. Hello. I return. Short break. I have tea. I have chai tea. It's nice and toasty and delicious. And who doesn't love chai? I love chai. I adore chai. I try to have a good time. It's so delicious. Come on. Goodness, I cut the notch in my spool too deep. But I always take my jeweler saw when I get a new one of these. And I cut a tiny notch to hold my thread because there's no thread stop on these spools. I don't know why. Like, they get all sorts of tangly and out of control otherwise. Too short. Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. Ta-da! Just like that. Yeah, I cut a notch with my jeweler saw. I'm sick of tea. I've had more cups last night today than I had in the entirety of 2021. I can understand that. Do you have cough drops? Because that can help too. But yeah, for someone who doesn't like tea, having so much all at once is probably a bit off-putting. I love tea, but even so, like, there's only so much lemon tea I want as well. I change it up and I have all the teas, you know, when I don't feel so great. Let me zoom out a little, actually. There we go. And now I'm gonna need to get my image back up. Where am I at? Dude on the left is poking his head up. Okay. Just another solid row of colors. I kind of want to look at like my calendar of events coming up. See what's in the future. This week is a farmer's market, but it is not an event weekend. The 9th? Yeah, is not an event weekend, but the 16th is. It's Easter weekend. And I'm probably not going to do anything Easter themed. I might do a Peeps bracelet, like the bunny Peeps, just because I think that's funny. But I would have to like get the shape exactly right and have 2 dots for eyes. You know, I'd have to have the ears, a sphere for a head, and 2 dots for eyes. Because bunny Peeps don't have anything else, do they? Like detail-wise? I might do a bunny Peeps, but I think I'm going to stick to flowers and butterflies to bring in spring. It's also Spring Festival / Easter weekend, so there's that. The weekend after that is Earth Day, which isn't super like popular as far as an event day goes, but I could stick with, you know, flowers and nature as well. I don't know, most of the Peeps I see just look tragically misshapen. They're probably old and discount, and they've been around and dit in bargain bins for a while. Most of the Peeps I see are like at dirt cheap, so you know, your mileage may vary. The birds usually look like poops, so you know, we stay away from the birds. Like realistically, I don't know what I will end up doing. Because this week I have to finish these bracelets. I have to list the things that I have already photographed or need to photograph in the unicorn mug over there. There's those 2 necklaces. I still need to photograph the Mothra earrings and send them out. Sorry, Desky. I knew I was going to be behind. And I have the wire bracelets that I need to photograph, which I can list those later. Like, there's no hurry on them. I didn't even intend to make them. It's just I was following a tutorial at an opportune moment. So I'll probably work tomorrow. Like, I don't usually work on Wednesdays, but this week is weird because there's the art walk. It's the first art walk of the season, and I'd like to have as much of this stuff listed and on the table for sale as possible by Thursday afternoon. And I also need to look and see if Bowie is doing their art walks, because they have First Fridays. And so, like, the one here in town and then the one in a town, it's a 40-minute drive, 45-minute drive. But they're nice and pleasant and fun. Like, they're a lot smaller of an art walk, but they're much more engaging percentage-wise. You know, the number of people who stop at your booth actually stop and talk. They're not out for a night of fun. They're out for, this is one of the bigger events, you know, of the month kind of thing, because it's a much smaller town. Oh, wow, I forgot about the art walks. I know, right? It's been since November. There hasn't been one since November, so you get a whole dang, like, fall and winter season without, and then bam, it's art walk season. And so, like, the first one is always banging. It's always busy. There's always lots of people there. And so, like, a lot is going on, and a lot of people put a lot of effort into the first one. So, like, showing up, and I've been, you know, invited to be in front of the arcade, you know, which is one of the busier intersections within, you know, the range of where the art walk happens. So, like, it's probably also going to be loud because the arcade owner is a musician himself, and so he also invites musicians to play outside. So it's probably also going to be loud. I should probably invest in, like, earplugs, but then, like, the little ladies wouldn't be able to hear me talk, or I wouldn't be able to hear them talk, you know, between earplugs and loud music. One of the last times I set up, I was super frustrated because there's a pianist in town. His name is Anthony Ailey. Like, he was the first one to go around in the back of a truck bed playing piano. And it was great, and it was hilarious, you know, and he was, you know, the first one to do it. And then, like, one of the I don't know which band it is, but one of the local bands, like, has also done similar. They've have a trailer, and their, you know, entire setup is on the back of a trailer. And so both of these musicians are driving around downtown, blasting full blast whatever it is they're playing, and, like, the gap in between of them making their rounds isn't very long, and so it's just like every few minutes it's like brrr, and you can hear them coming, and then they get super loud, and then they go away, you know. It was just like, just that one particular day, it just, like, felt like it was a pissing contest of who can be louder. I was so mad. Like, as a vendor, I am not a fan of music at events. As an attendee, I totally understand why it exists, but, like, you know, it's like, I get wanting to be heard, but also, like, having consideration for the people around you who are just trying to enjoy their evening. You know, that's super hard. In the years since the pianist, he has gotten generally much much more attuned to the size of the audience. So, like, at the farmer's market, he used to be super, super loud, and so I would just be incredibly grumpy on Saturdays. Like, the guy is super pleasant. You know, it's not anything against him or his music. I have a hard time with really loud piano music, so it's like an entirely me thing. But, you know, every now and then his volume spikes up enough to be aggravating. And it's just hard. It's just hard. Sweet guy. Nothing wrong with him. Nothing wrong with his, you know, his set. But, man, the volume gets me. I'm too old, I guess, if it's too loud. I feel like a lot of event music and such can be a bit loud. I have a set of those earplugs that soften sound, but you can still hear with them, that I wear to concerts and loud places. Ooh, can you send me a link? I think those would be super handy. Because, like, just the generic orange foamy ones, they block out people's voices for me. I need to hear people's voices, but, like, soften the sound of the music. That's what I need. Yeah, let me try to find it. Sweet. Because that would be super awesome to have, you know, because I'm enjoying myself regardless of how loud the music is, but, like, there's just, I have a threshold, you know? So, anytime I go to a new event, I'm like, ugh, are the musicians gonna be loud? Are the musicians gonna be loud? Like, when you're going to a concert, you know what you're in for, right? You're there to have your ears blasted, and you paid to have your ears blasted. But if you're going to a public part of town and your ears are assaulted, you did not pay for that. You did not pay to have that interruption forced upon you. And it's not like you can choose to listen to music or not. It's there whether you wanted it or not. I don't want it. I like the ambient sound of conversations happening around me when I'm at an event. You know, whether or not I can hear what's being said in those conversations doesn't matter, but I like the sound of, you know, murmuring conversation, you know, with an occasional, you know, spike of laughter or something, you know, like nice, pleasant background sounds, you know. You know, it's peaceful in a way, and then it just, like, gets rudely interrupted by bark. Just, no, stop it, you gotta go away. I sent you a message on Discord, sweet. The ones I have are called downbeats. There may be a cheaper version. Looks like these are like $15. 15's pretty reasonable, though. Like, I would pay that for something with a specialty purpose. I want to see. High fidelity hearing protection. Concerts, music, musicians, clear earplugs, purple case. Having things in my ears is always weird. Made for encores, comfortable, reusable. Filtering without muffling. That's what I need. Yeah. Sweet, thank you. Concert earplugs. They've helped me a lot at concerts with, like, loud guitar and stuff not being so overwhelming. That is awesome. That is exactly what I need. But, like, you know, you're there at the concert with your husband, and you can still turn to him and have a conversation and hear him, right? Like, that's what I need. Does it do that? Can you still hear conversations with people right next to you? So yeah, it's art walk season. I'm not looking forward to loud musicians, but, you know, I'll be set up at a busy intersection, which I'm usually set up across the street anyway, but I'm not, like, in front of the arcade very often. So I've only been in front of the arcade one other time. That was a no sale day. That was a weird art walk. I don't know what happened. But since I don't pay a booth fee, they are free to attend, free to set up. they're always just a good night out. And like, I honestly like enjoy the ones in Bowie better. They're just more personal. Even if my sales are, you know, not even near as good, they're much more personal. Haven't had a ton of conversations with them in, but they do seem to work as advertised. That's good. I'll give them a shot sometime, maybe. I'll make sure to save them in my wish list for the next time I'm looking at Amazon and being like, what was in my saved? What was in my save for later? Okay. I really love the pink in this. I think it was a good choice. Because the other option would have been the bright red, and it's like, yeah, that's technically picnic table-y, but like, I like the pink. Okay, so this next section is just solids. This is my event list. So it looks like for the rest of this month, up until like the middle of next month, I'll just be doing flowers and butterflies and bees and ladybugs and stuff for like spring and Earth Day, and then summer hours start, but like it's not an actual event day. It's just open earlier. And then Baked Artisan Day, I'm gonna do avocado toast. I'm gonna do my little egg toast earrings. It's gonna be adorable. I'm gonna finally make it like an actual bread loaf shape instead of just the triangle from that one time. And then Flower Fest, obviously flowers. And then Blackberry Day is a big event day, but like my blackberry themed stuff never sells. People always think they're grapes. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But first, I gotta finish this set. And when I finish this bracelet, then I'm gonna figure out which ones the next ones are in this set on the loom this time. And whichever ones I don't get around to, I will get around to with the next set. No, these... I'm not doing the right colors. So yeah, if I don't finish one of these bracelets on the loom this time, the next time I warp it, I'll go ahead and go back and finish making whatever I didn't get to last time, as well as the start of whatever the next thing is. Like, I've had people tell me twice, that they're waiting for me to have other colors of small loom bracelets, and I'm like, tell me what you want. I can... Would you like to commission it so I can have it ready for you by this time next Saturday? And they're always like, no. I'm like, internal screaming, you know. And so I give them a business card and I say, when you do figure out what colors you like, please message me and we can make something happen together. I've had a lot of people recently not want to commission. They're in a I'll buy it when I see it mood. Those people are the worst. Maybe mention what colors you like. Exactly. This last lady she said something about navy. Like, I don't write it down anymore because, like, if you're not willing to commission, I'm not going to spend my time on it, you know? She said something about navy, and what were the other colors that she rattled off? Like, there was a different lady that wanted teal. And there was a young lady at one point that was like, do you have other colors? And I'm like, no. And I, tried to get her to commission, and she just walked away. Like I can't read people's minds, you know? you know, basically I just stick to whatever the theme is for the week, if there is one. And I make stuff in colors similar to what the theme would be, you know? And if it's outside of that, you know, if somebody wants lemon yellow and lavender together, they're gonna have to tell me they want lemon yellow and lavender together. I actually saw that color combination on a lady once. She was rocking it. It was amazing. Her hair was lavender, and then like her pants were like that lemon yellow, and like she was super accessorized, and her shoes were colorful. It was super fun. You know, but if I get around to that, you know, I get around to it. If I don't, I don't, you know. I can't read your mind. And without you paying money first, I'm not going to go and do something you might purchase in 3 months, you know. Or 3 weeks from now, you know. Like, sure, I'll be very grateful for the sale when and if it does happen, but without the commitment, what can I do? Like, I can't do anything to make this work. Yeah, like, because this last lady, she told me that my colors looked too Christmassy, and I had just like finished the ladybugs, you know, so it was black, white, gold, red. Which, yeah, can be Christmassy, but it's the red that's Christmassy. I'm learning that not a lot of people like red. Like, red is one of my go-tos, honestly. Like, a lot of what I wear is red. Like, even the shirt is, like, a lighter red. Like, I wear a lot of grays and reds. But I don't have much jewelry that is, you know? So, like, I finally took the time to make black, white, and red jewelry, and then nobody liked it. It was hilarious. I need to make more ladybug earrings, though. That's astounding. Red and black are, like, very commonly loved colors. But, yeah, like, it's also, to a lot of people here, super Christmassy. Like, even if there's no green in it, red is just Christmassy. But, again, it's like this shade, you know. And this would look too Christmassy to somebody here. But it's the same shade of red that I use for a lot of my Christmas stuff. I use this red in the muted palettes that I did this last Christmas for you. Like, this is the red that's in your earrings, you know, your little trees. It's the Kohl's Christmas palette red. This red and white, you know. And so, like, I don't know. I can't vouch for what people do and don't want. I can't predict. Like, what I can do is I can look at the Pantone color palettes, but man, I don't like that purple. Like, it's fine. It's very Perry. Is it this one or is it the one that's lighter? Or is it the one that's more blue? But yeah, the very periwinkle, that's the Pantone of this year. Like, I don't care. I've rarely cared about the Pantones. I liked the one for 2020 where it was the yellow and the red and the gray, or maybe that was last year. I thought those were super cool together. The dual Pantone. You know, but the year that the Pantone was super popular was like the millennial peach, right? Just this color was everywhere. One that has a little more pink in it, you know, a little more salmony. Very meh, yeah. Especially around here, black, red, and white, or North Carolina state colors, yeah. They were my high school colors. Oh, shoot. I had to start an ant. I wasn't thinking. Well, if we could predict, we'd be millionaires. There are people who are paid to predict, and they are millionaires. I am not that person. That's what the fashion industry is for. There we go. Gotta start the body of the ant somewhere. There it is. Yeah, I can't predict. And so, like, when somebody says, hey, do you have other colors? I'm like, I absolutely do. What would you like? Would you like to commission one? I can have it ready for you next week if you pay today. And just, like, I don't understand. Like, people are willing to, like, pay right now for something right in front of them, but not for something they haven't seen yet by the exact same person who made the thing right in front of them. Like, I know I like to do in-person shopping, you know, but, like, it wouldn't be any different for me to be like, okay, yeah, make me that, and then the week, you know, till the next time I'm out there to deliver product, or heck, I'll deliver it to you, is not any different than, like, waiting for shipping. Sadly, there aren't many people here to commission things from, so. And I'm also very uncreative when it comes to ideas for things outside of beadwork. It's like, I don't know, man. Dusky, I hated when that blush pink was very popular in clothes, especially pants. That's so close to my skin tone. I look, Nick. Oh, I know which one you mean. Yeah. It's always startling to see somebody wearing a pair of pants that is very, very close to their natural skin tone. You know, it's so startling. And it's not just pasty white people like us. It's anybody, you know. It's anybody, especially when it's like skinny jeans, you know. Skinny jeans or like leggings. If it's leggings, it's almost worse because it's like, wait, are you wearing no. You are wearing clothing, but it does not look like it. Ah. Oh wait, no, okay. I thought I was putting beads on wrong for a second. Ah. Like, I have tried things on in stores that when I got it on, it looked so close to my skin tone that I'm like, let's just put this back. Cute shirt, but nah. Not happening. You know, because it always looks different on the rack than it does when you try something on. Thankfully, that does not happen often. This ant needs a head. I keep messing up. But yeah, thankfully that doesn't happen too often, which is good. Let's try this again. Also, these are the first projects that I'm ever using my green spool of Nymo on. Nymo D. Big green spool. 0 fraying so far. Absolutely 0. Had a few accidental, like, slippery knots happen. But, like, they're the kind that you can easily unpick if you need to. No itches. I also got pretzels and hummus over here, so don't mind me. I love hummus so much. Itchy nose. My dad really, really, really loved to make hummus, but I was a picky eater as a kid for a lot of things. And so I never actually tried it. And I regret that now. So, like, the next time I'm really wanting hummus, I want to actually try to make it. Because I have made it before. I used to make it for the salad bar when I worked at Market Street. But, like, even then, I didn't try it because I still wasn't a terribly adventurous eater in my early 20s. Don't know why. Like, it took me forever to love sushi, but I love sushi. It also took me forever to love hummus, but I love hummus. And so, like, I've made it before, but that was at a time where I wasn't actually also eating it. So now I want to do both. Make it and eat it. I ate some really garlicky hummus once, and it kind of turned me off. That can happen. Yeah, I totally understand that. You know, but that just sounds to me like there's just too much garlic in there. I have a classic one right now. Just Aldi hummus. Classic. So it doesn't have any garlic. It's not garlicky flavored. It's not pine nut flavored or the roasted red pepper. It's just hummus. Roasted red is my fave. It's a good one. I want to try, like, finding a recipe for, like, flavors I've never tried before. I think that'd be fun. I love garlic, but it was that kind of raw garlic. That's, yeah, I can understand that. But yeah, roasted red pepper. And there was like I don't even know. There was a spicy hummus at Aldi once that was just, it was too much. Like, it was like, we don't want you to have flavor, we want you to have heat. Don't get me wrong, I love spicy, but I love it only when it's flavorful these days. Like, I'm done with just spicy for the sake of spicy. Like, I have Death Murder Valentina in my fridge right now. That's the Black Label Valentina. It is not the one that I like the most. I just like the standard Valentina because it's flavorful. The spicy one is just wants to kill you. And, like, you know, my heat tolerance has just gone down over the years, which is fine. I don't mind that. I just want to eat food that's enjoyable, not things that want me to not have taste buds anymore. I am only my father's daughter to a certain extent, please. But yeah, hummus is one of those things I just love. And I have some of the Clancy's bar style pretzels. So, you know, the mustard powder and the garlic. So that's where my garlic is right now. It's in the pretzels. But I'm snacking on those. I didn't make anything for this month's Farmers Market Association meeting. I forgot to. Last month I made the bread muffins. So that was fun. But I'll take drinks because nobody ever brings drinks. So I'll bring drinks. I'm going to pick up a gallon of tea from HTO and some, like, disposable cups from the dollar store or something. That'll be fun. It'd be appreciated and unexpected because nobody brings drinks. They haven't been bringing snacks for like too long, so. I go to just be informed about what's going on at the farmer's market. I don't have a whole lot of decision power or input that I even really want or need to give. Like, I'm pretty non-complainy. Like, the market is going so much better than it ever has in the past that, like, I don't see any reason why I should have any small quibbles. Anytime I'm ever frustrated at the market is because I just woke up in a bad mood and it has nothing to do with the market. Like, it's all me. It's always all me. Gonna head out and lay down again. Aw, don't feel worse. No. Hope the rest of your stream is nice. It should be. It should be just fine. Your ants are coming along fine. You should know. I love this bracelet. It's great. Feel better, Desky. Thanks for spending some time with us. But take care of you first. Take care of you first and foremost. Okay? Okay. Whew. Yeah. I really need to find out if the buoy art walk is happening this week. Gotta remember to message people. I'm terrible about remembering to message people. I did remember to like ask about an art event that is happening at the local museum, because one of my professors was telling me about it at a gallery opening I went to a week or two ago, and I forgot to message her like the next day, but I did it this last Saturday and she got back to me yesterday and I still haven't like opened the email. Oops. Oopsie daisy. So I'll have to do that maybe later tonight after I get home. Read what it says, see what needs to happen as far as applying or entering goes. I don't know, like, I've never been to an event at the gallery because, like, the old director had been there for decades and was just very set in her ways and didn't do a heck of a lot for bringing new things to the community. The new director has changed a lot of stuff already, you know, just inside, just like how the gift shop is rearranged and like how artists are represented in there in the community, you know, and like as far as the exhibitions themselves, I wouldn't know, like it's been a couple years since I've been out and done a lot of that stuff and attended a lot of that stuff, so I wouldn't know about those, but like I do know that she's changing internal policies because someone I used to know who works there is much more stressed out because of the changes. But like I also know that the changes are, you know, stirring the pot and having new things happen in town. Wait. Oh no. I need to actually add an ant body in here. So yeah, so like the fact that the art museum has anything going on at all is pretty amazing. You know, and I'm sure it's due to the new director and the new, what's the job title of the other lady? Because they both retired recently. Maybe assistant director? I don't know. I don't remember what Mary Helen's job title used to be. But Francine was the old director, and the new director is pumping new life into the place. Just good to see happen. It's a very stagnant town that I'm in case you guys haven't like figured that out. Like nothing ever changes, and anything that does change gets a lot of like pushback for a long time until like it either dissolves and goes away or is here to stay and people just have to get used to it. So like those are the options. Is it doesn't sink or swim by its own virtue. It sinks or swims by like how well either the community pushes back or the person trying to make change holds their ground, you know. And usually you want this one to happen, but a lot of times this just like knocks it out of the way. I don't psychoanalyze my community. Nah, that doesn't happen. Nah. Totally doesn't happen. Oh, now I need more white beads. Come here, you. Bracelet's almost done. It's getting there. Ooh. So yeah, I've got to go see what that's all about. You know, and I'm sure, you know, for being a first time thing happening, that it won't gain a lot of traction. But what traction it does gain would be serious patrons, people actually intending to buy or intending to support local. That's typically what happens for a lot of the really small stuff, where there's like almost nothing as far as foot traffic is concerned, but like everybody who shows up either does have really caring, interested conversations, or they are shopping. They're actually there supporting. And so, like, that's almost preferable. It's like a small invitational event kind of thing is what it feels like. But, like, everybody's there. That's there is there to support. That's their function. That's what they're there. That's their intention. You know, there were, before the pandemics, there were, what am I doing? That's definitely wrong. Making a lot of mistakes, that's what. There were many concerts happening out there, actually. Like the first, was it the first Thursday of every month? I think so. Or first and third Thursday of every month. So it was like every other week there was a concert, you know, and I think that would be a great thing to have, like, a certain amount of small vendors show up and, like, show their work as well, you know, just to have options of other things going on for the attendees to get interested in. I think that would be great. Which they might come to on their own, but like if I set up for this thing and get a chance to talk to them, you know, it's something I could bring up and something that she would possibly consider, because I've like met this new director and she's super sweet. She's actually commissioned work for me before. After having seen something once, she's like, I've got to have such and such earrings. So like, I liked her. She had good practical advice for a lot of other stuff going on for me as well. So that was cool. Oh no. Man, I love loom work, but it is one of those techniques that is just super thread heavy. Like, it just eats thread like nobody's business, especially the whiter pieces, you know. So you either have to have like really long lengths of thread, or you have to be okay changing thread more often, whichever one suits you better. What is everybody else up to? Just talk about a lot about my plans and rambling, you know. My weeks look pretty much the same. It's, you know, work on whatever collection of bracelets you got, do your stream, list what you need to, and that's where I fall short, is the listing what I need to, you know. General throwing out job applications to places out of state. Not really expecting to hear anything back. Haven't been hearing anything back, you know. Wash, rinse, repeat until there is no until. Just wash, rinse, repeat. It's definitely time to start like looking for juried events, so like bigger art events. Because I did the Home and Garden show in February, the end of February there. And even though it was local and indoors, it was still a heck of a lot of fun. Like, wasn't anything special about it. It was just fun to do a weekend event for the first time in a while. So I want to do more. But like, for the spring ones, I should have applied back in October, and I don't know. So for the October ones, I should apply now, and I don't know. I just want to do small ones. I don't want to do like huge ones yet. Okay, I guess it's time to change threads if it fell off. But yeah, I haven't done an outdoor weekend event in a long time, and I really want to. Because I want to know how hard it is to prep for one of those. Like, I don't even know how much I would have to prep, so I want to like know how much I have to prep for a weekend event. Like a weekend event out of town. Like in town, you know, I ended up making like ladybugs and butterflies and a couple of flower themed things, and that ended up being fine. And I ended up selling a few bracelets too, which is nice. Like non-moon bracelets, other types. That was cool. But like, I want to know what the inventory prep looks like for an out-of-town show, because I have not done one of those in forever. Like the most recent out-of-town anything I've done is the art walk in Bowie, which is like 40 minutes away. I haven't done anything else other than that in years, so it would be an adventure. Curious to know. Because like, I haven't ever really been great at inventory type things until this last year. Like, it took years for me to get up to just consistent inventory. Pretzels. Pretzel break. Pretzels rock. Okay. New thread. New tea. Nope. Come on. Okay. Much of this is left. 23 rows left. Not too bad. Come on. Itchy. Like, my sunburn from like a little while back is still a little itchy. It's weird. Just haven't had many sunburns recently, not in the last few months. So just the one. Like, dang, I forgot how much these itch. You can't see anything anymore, but like the skin was still irritated, so. It's that time of year where I just gotta put sunscreen on when I'm outside. Like, but it's April, it's not even super hot. Doesn't matter. Sun hates me. The end. I am a tomato. Aha, here we go. Now I can hold this right. I was having a lot of trouble holding it like this further down on the bracelet. Because it's just easier the further up you go. Come on. Love me the loom bracelets. Could probably do silver findings on this one, honestly. Since there's no gold in it, silver is probably the better option. I change up the finding colors because not everybody likes gold, and they're very adamant when they don't like gold. Very adamant. It's like, I don't care either way, honestly. Like, I have no preference. But I know people have preferences, and most people are okay with gold. The people who like silver really love silver. So, you gotta do that custom for them. Or just swap out the findings. Like, it's not that hard. Do that too. These beads jump all over the place. Gotta leave soon. Love and miss you. Alrighty. You getting back to work or you going home? Which one is it? Love and miss you too, by the way. I'll just be chilling right here. Finish this bracelet, decide which other ones can happen. See how many warp threads I have left. Red. I really love this pattern though. No, just gotta leave my office and go in the teen room. I'll leave you up, but I guess I won't catch you on lunch since you said you were ending early. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe just like a smidgen. Glad I could hang for a bit. I'm glad you could too. I hope you start feeling better soon. And best of energy for the rest of your day. I love these ants. They're so cute. This pattern's a little monotonous to make though. Like, it's a little boring. Except for the ants. That's the only part that makes it interesting to make. Oh, I definitely like a challenge, which is why my beadwork that I make for fun instead of for work is pretty involved and complex, like what I started last night, which also is going to be a bit monotonous, but like holding it is the hard part. Like last night I started the slinky. Full-sized beaded slinky done in glow beads. So these are not neon at the moment, and my keychain is elsewhere, so I can't flash it. Light it up. But here is the daylight colors of what I was working on last night. And I got just under half a round done in like 4 hours. So this is gonna take me forever. This is going to take me somewhere between 50 and 100 hours to bead the full slinky. Like, it's absurd. It's going to be a lot of time. A lot of time invested in this guy. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Not in the least. Ah. Meh. Meh. Yeah, I'll have to look up how gradients work in cubic right angle weave to be able to properly transition colors. So, like, it's going to be 3 rows of each, 3 rounds, full rounds, all the way around from here to here, and here to here, and here to here. And then that 4th round is going to have to be a transition color from the light green to this more aqua-y color. And then repeat that forever. So I don't know if I'll have to do like a specific pattern of beads to transition for that amount of time, or if I'll just like confetti. Confetti seems like the better option, honestly. The easier option for sure. There's no math involved other than, you know, making sure you have enough of each color of bead. But yeah, it's going to be a long, intense project. And a couple people in chat last night were threatening to redeem their channel points for me to finish it. How cruel. How cruel is that? Hi, Waldo. How incredibly, awfully cruel to make me work 100 hours in a row on a piece. Ugh. You know you guys can do that for the domino bracelet too, right? Like, I want it off of my loom, but I've been, like, not working on it intentionally. Thank you for the alert, Queen Home Slice. I'll see you later. Have a pleasant, restful stint with the teens, if you can. Long. There you go. If you can. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just super indecisive about stuff this week. I feel like I have been for like a week or so. It's just like, hardness. Earlier, before stream though, I was doodling the front cover to my spring section of my bullet journal. I don't do monthly pages anymore. I do pages once every, I do them quarterly because I'm lazy. Like, it takes me the same amount of effort and time to do them once a month as it does to do them once every 3 months. And like, I don't like spending so much of each month messing with pages and then feeling like I just wrote this. Why am I having to write this again? So like, I was working on this earlier today. Which is my spring layout. I'm like, how do you draw a monarch? And then it's more of a stained glass butterfly. It's fine. It looks fine. But, you know, spring with a big ass butterfly and a bunch of little tiny flowers. And then I'll paint them in. And then spring is in pencil still. I don't really know how I'm gonna do the word itself. Maybe as just a bunch of vines? It could just be a big vine like this. Or like this. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet, so I left it for now. But I'll paint everything in. And then I have the rest of everything done. I have my layout page is done. I haven't filled everything in. That's next on the list too. Okay, April, May, June is here. The cup list is like a bucket list, but like things you can actually achieve today. So things like buy a new torch for my propane tank, not propane tanks, acetylene tank, my acetylene oxy setup. But I won't do that unless I make a certain dollar amount at like any particular farmer's market. You know, if I make like $200 or $300 in sales, like on any particular day, then I'll buy that, you know. But this could also be like things around the house that need repairing, or like that big yard task, or like I need to vacuum out my car. You know, they're not big grandiose goals, but they're like small little adulting things that make you more aware of, hey, you're actually doing something in life, you're not just stagnant. That kind of stuff. Priorities is just work stuff, so I have to transfer over like the stuff from like this collections and commissions are things like this, where I write down the work I need to do, the paid work that I need to do. So like the themed collections and like what pieces I want to make for each one. Like for example, the salad bracelet would be like, you know, to chart the designs, the digital designs, which we did last week. And then it would be to loom up these things, make the bracelets. And then like I want to do like ranch bottle earrings, and I want to do like a salad bowl pendant, you know, that would all go on this, you know, and there'd only be like a few collections. And then commissions would be things that have been paid for that I need to make, and so I just leave room to write it all in, you know, stuff like that. And then my expense pages, which are currently blank, except for like the 2 sales that I made on Saturday. And then my dailies and notes. And that's it. That's all I do for 3 months. Except I'll come back and I'll do May and June when May and June happen for these guys. And then fill those in as needed. That's it. That's all the work I put into this anymore. You know, and I just play with color palettes more than anything else when I work on those. It's all super streamlined and boring, but like it's the best way to keep my stuff organized. And I don't do fun and funky layouts because I don't give a shit, but I do like, you know, aesthetics just enough to like color things in with colored pencils. So, and to make like one big cover page, because I did 12 full drawings last year and that was too much. It was fun. They were themed, but like no, I'm good. I feel like all the fancy ass bullet journals out there in existence are a hobby of their own. Like, they are an art form of their own. This is what the person enjoys doing, as well as making their planner, right? You know, and I'm like, I still enjoyed like my first ever journal where I was doodling things more often, but at the same time it wasn't functional. It was just pretty. And so I just worked my way towards functionality and I make it slightly pretty. And that's all I need. That is it. And I have a different journal that I scribble in just for brain dump stuff if I have too many things rolling around in my head that just need out. Yeah, mostly, nah, don't care. So I like really dread making pages because it is not something I like doing. I don't. Like, it's fine. But like, would I rather be doing anything else? Absolutely. But do I need to have a way to know what it is that I need to be doing? Yes, unfortunately. Blah. Blah. So it's kind of a mixed feelings, kind of mixed bag of stuff going on there. Okay. So I have 3 more ants to go before I'm done with this. I really do like the pink in this. What did I do? I missed a bead. Sometimes I think I count the full set and then like I end up missing a bead. How goes? Fun fact, you can hold the beads you need to take off between your fingers, add the bead that you missed, and then go straight back through all of those beads again in the same order, pretty much without wasting any time. Or having to unthread your needle or anything either. One of the great things about spool Nymo is that you rarely ever splice it when you're trying to go back through something. It's great. Doesn't happen. I love this thread. I love this thread so much. I don't know why it's not all this style Nymo that's out there on the market, you know, because the bobbin just turns so many people off, and it's like, no, just stick with Nymo. It's the best. It really is. Like, you don't need anything else. Especially if you have spool Nymo, you don't need anything else. I have other things because I just like them, but I don't need them. I don't want to have to reorder beads again. I've ordered so many beads in the last month. It's ridiculous. But I've also made a lot of stuff this year, so there is that. But I have to get that purple, so darn. Uh-oh. No. No yawning. I've got stuff to do today. I probably streamed too long last night. That always ends up happening on my glow streams. I end up streaming too long and it like wears me out for the next day. Like I really am just a once a week streamer. So like the every other glow stream is a bit tough, but I do it. I show up and do my job. Why? No. That brown bead needs to be a black bead for the head. Every time. Did in the last one too. It's just like you get in like a mini routine muscle memory pattern and then like you have to consciously change it. No, I can't. I can't. Staying awake is hard. Oof, stream may be even shorter than I anticipated. Oof. Also, I think that this bracelet is just boring me. I'm almost done with it though. Like I'm almost at the next one. So like my energy level may pick up again here in a little bit. Like I really do need to be challenged. This is one of the things about me that's like hard is doing repetitive, uninteresting work where nothing ever varies is very much not fun. So that's why I struggle with inventory. and why my inventory looks like a bunch of different things, because if it's a bunch of the exact same thing, oh boy, will I want to take a nap. Ooh. Oh, no. I got this. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more rows. I can do it. No. 7 more rows. Can't count. I got this. Come on. I can do it. I can put my heart and soul into it. Shit. I have more rows than I thought. I was looking at the wrong ant. Because this ant and the ant above it are both on the same line. Damn it. Get this row in. Then recount. I'm making a lot of mistakes. I think I'm tired. I have no reason really to be tired today other than no reason. Other than accidentally staying up. It was only like 2 something when I went to bed, so it wasn't like the 3 something or the 5 something that it's been. But I have really messed with my sleep schedule lately, so that sucks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more rows. I was wrong. But I'm going to get up and take another stretch break, get up, move around, see if that helps energize me a bit, and I will be right back. Give me a moment. Hi guys. Ugh, I'm coming back to tell you that I'm actually gonna have to end stream because I am so tired. Like, I need a nap before the meeting that I have to go to tonight. And I need foods. I seriously need foods. So hello Marley. Welcome and also goodbye. I don't know where we are gonna go though. Jeez. I don't know. I'm just gonna actually just go ahead and end because I don't have the energy to raid even right now. So thank you guys for coming in for a little while. We were working on our ants on a picnic tablecloth. These were our beads, but I have got to sleep before I have a further obligation tonight. So I will actually see you next week instead, and hopefully I will have mitigated some of the damage of ruining my sleep schedule by that point. So I will bid you adieu, and I will see you guys next week. No raid today. Have a fantastic evening, or whatever time zone you're in, and I will bead you later. I'm sorry. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.